Davey, first one back in the top flight. Must be delighted.
Yeah, I thought first half we kind of knew what they would do. It was difficult to get out your own half in the first half because they kind of switched it round, so couldn't really get the distance on my clearances, so you kind of spent a lot of time in your own half, but I thought we dealt with that really well. I don't think Falkirk caused us any problems. We get 2 fantastic goals, like really fantastic goals. Smithy's goals individually, but it was a good team effort to get us into that area. The first goal's a really well worked goal. But that was kind of the story of the game. I thought we had another 3 or 4 opportunities like that in the second half. We knew they would come out and no change it. The game became really direct at that point, so we went to a back 3, 2 up top, 2 big boys up top, and the game became really direct because of the 2 stoppages I had in the first half. I had to make us up at half time. Adam was feeling a wee bit of his groin, so we got Chris on, but Chris is just coming back for an injury, so it wasn't
a risk within itself.
It wasn't ideal. Ideally, Chris got 20 minutes a day. But so the game became really direct, and it's quite hard to get a press on playing against a back 3, and Scott Bain's no bad with the ball at his feet. But I think we dealt with it really well. As soon as the ball came in our half, I don't think Jerome had a lot to do. We then get the penalty, a wee bit disappointing we don't finish that one. Andy Winter's done incredibly well to come in, it's a penalty. It's a penalty in the modern game with VAR. Don't score it, I think you get a wee bit of a lift from that. And then obviously make a couple of substitutions to Boobsy was on a yellow card as well. I was sitting saying this about the staff. I think we've got a big squad now at this point in time. We're probably carrying 2 over for where I would ideally want to be. But when you forget about the demands and the standards and intensity of the Premiership, I'm sitting in there glad we've got such a big squad today because 2 came off with injuries, Graham and Adam. So I'm delighted we've got the big squad, but it's kind of through default slightly. But I thought it was only 1 winner today. I don't think they had a wee bit more possession than us, but I thought we managed the game really well. And I think this year there's match probably for maybe December, January onwards. Boys came into their own, so the new players that came into the club, they're now coming into being match winners on a weekly basis. Like Boobsy does fantastic. I thought he was brilliant today for us. Wee Smithy comes up with an incredible finish. Ross County away, that was Robbie Muirhead. Then a bit of special mention to Bok. Bok came in, he's probably a wee bit behind in terms of fitness, but he came in, posed a different threat up top, and it's an incredible finish.
I think he'd hardly touched the ball before that, and he set through and just bang.
Great finish. I think it was going out for a throw, and I'm thinking Chris just kill it, and then he shaped it. I don't think it was for Bok, if I'm honest. But I think I probably got to mention wee Sammy.
I was going to touch on that. That was probably my next question. It was probably one that came out of the blue for 100% of fans, media, everything else. What was the rationale behind putting Sammy in at that position?
So, I think it took Sammy a good year to adapt, and then last year I think we had a really strong group of 13, 14 players, and we didn't really deviate from that. If you actually look at it, we had a really strong group, but in terms of probably as 14, 15 every week, you guys could have picked a team at times. So coming into this year with wee Sammy, it was probably going to get him some game time. I was looking to get him out elsewhere. Honestly, you wouldn't believe the clubs I spoke to telling them to take Sammy, because I've got to put the players' interests first. Well, I've got to put the club, but I've got to look after Sammy as well. I've got a duty of care to be Sammy. He's come all the way from Nigeria and he's in a different country. But the boys love him, right? And every week in training, he does okay. That's probably now gave me the trust in Sammy that I thought I might have in Sammy, but that's now gave me the trust. I put him on at left back, was it Scottish, against Broder last year, and he dropped his runner in his back post, and the boys scored. So I probably lost a wee bit of trust defensively, but he's not had a lot of football. So it's one of the ones. Sam Kilbert today, Sam done extremely well for us at Kilmarnock. I spoke to Sam on Friday, I thought he was a wee bit unlucky not to get a nod, but Sammy's biggest strength is he's really, really good in 1v1s, on and off the ball. Sam's probably good on the ball, but knows great defensively against the ball. As a full-back, Falkirk's biggest strengths are 2 wingers. So they're 2 full-backs, they're 2 wingers. That's their game, isn't it? And that's their biggest strength. So it was important that we got somebody, one, who's comfortable building the game, and two, someone who's really comfortable in 1v1 situations on and off the ball. And Sammy ticks day 3 boxes.
It looked like he got a lot stronger as the game went as well. He looked a wee bit nervy the opening 5 minutes or so, but then he got a few touches on it. And
the boys will know, but we've done a few drills in training this week when we knew Dan wasn't going to make it. So Wednesday we built a drill in with 1v1s wide areas. They just thought it was a drill, but it's getting a wee look at 3 or 4 players, because Sam Colbert was out there, Big Mo could have been out there. Big Mo jumped in at right centre back against Harris over in Holland, done really well. So it's 3 or 4, but Sammy came out kind of in the 1v1s. The boys all hate playing against them. So if our players hate playing against them in a 1v1, Falkirk players, and I thought, I can't remember they got beat once. I think the boy came inside once and they fouled them in the first half, but then we get a reset and we're back in. So do you know what? He's one of these players, he just brings a smile to your face. Everybody's absolutely delighted for him in the changing room. And I'm delighted now that he's earned my trust. Honestly, I don't know how to put that into words. I'm just so happy for Sammy. Result brilliant, 3 points brilliant, but I'm delighted for wee Sammy.
Talk about the knocks quickly. Obviously, Carey come off, Montgomery's come off, Danny Wilson's come off.
So Danny's a hamstring. Adam was struggling a wee bit in training during the week, but that was Adam's first 90 minutes for a number of months, 3 months. And we didn't plan on Adam getting 90 minutes because Chris has been injured. Yeah. So Adam said at half time, give me 10-15 minutes, which probably we would have done if we hadn't had 2 stoppages in the first half. So I had to use half time to make a stoppage, to make a sub. I said just come off. So hopefully we've caught Adam in time, but I think there's a lot of, he's tired. There's a lot of muscle fatigue in there. Again, played in the Championship last year for 6 months, not done anything for 2-3 months in terms of game intensity, and then Premier League football. Danny Wilson, I hope I've caught it early enough. He kept telling us he was okay, then somebody says he's not okay, and somebody tells he's okay. Shane Blaney's been really, really patient. Shane signed, he's not had a lot of football either. He was injured at the tail end with Motherwell. Shane's not had a lot of football, but I thought Shane again today with Gowser. I thought Gowser was brilliant. So having that squad depth, we lost 3 today. We lost 3 through injury. Maybe 1 or 2 have got a wee chance of making it next week. Dan Finlayson's probably got a chance of making it next week. And up until today, it's probably a wee bit short at right back, to be fair, because I don't want to see Sam Colbert sitting on my bench every week. So I want to use him if I can, but I think I'm going to try and get Sam out in a cooperation agreement with someone. So if he's not going to get game time with us, he's getting game time on a Saturday, but we can pull him back at any point. I think that's the luxury of that. So I thought we'd a wee bit short at right back, and I said to the staff, because Marv doesn't know Sammy, and I said to the staff, and Monday morning when I come in and say we're all right at right back, I say tell me or no, we probably need a wee bit of cover. But what wee Sammy's done, he can play as a 2, as a right back, he can play up 1 as a right winger, and he can play as an 8, and he can play as a 6. But I'm just delighted for him. He's earned that trust, so he's now, wee man was in Siberia, he's now in the first team changing him.
Absolutely.
Brilliant, unbelievable.
Superb. Let's talk on next week then. Hibs at home, Premier Sports Cup.
No pressure, eh? I don't think there's any pressure on us. We've done extremely well to qualify and get through. I think Hibs will be coming here expecting to win, but we'll have our own thoughts about that one. We've turned Hibs over a few times over the years, but I believe Malky and David's got a really, really strong group. I think they've done extremely well. David Gray's done extremely well, and I think that comes from upstairs, and Malky should take a bit of credit with that. So it's going to be a difficult opponent, it's going to be a difficult game. They bring different threats that Falkirk brings today, but hopefully European adventures are going to catch up with them at some point. But I think we can go there, we're at home, and go and have a go. We'll have a go and see where it takes us.
Perfect, no worries.
Cheers. Thank you.